All right, man, what's going on? It's your man, Mr. Martin 405, back with another video, YouTube. So, leaving the dealership, man, got to get the Durango service, which they just hooked me up. So we're talking about customer service, get the oil change, tires rotated, and they wash this joint. You know, when they go above and beyond, do that extra stuff, you know, it makes me a little bit more apt to come back to this joint, that service. You know what I mean? I'm always big on trying to do a lot of the work myself, if I can do it myself. But I mean, hey, y'all send me emails and give me promotions and all that good stuff, and take it easy on my wallet. And then you do stuff like wash my car. I was needing to get it washed, and you did it for free. Appreciate you. But anyway, man, I'm gonna jump into the video, and this is just a follow-up to the Phoenix Automotive stereo situation that I've had to deal with the Escalade. So if you haven't checked out my previous video, man, go check that out. Appreciate you. Ordered a stereo for a friend. Decided, all right, cool, order everything, which they hit me up and was like, hey, car's in good shape, which they got it from a parent, took care of it, you know, from the time that he bought it, because he bought it off the lot new. It's a little bit older. Well, I said, you know, took care of the maintenance, has all the paperwork on it, washed it 2 or 3 times a week. You know what I mean? Outside of, you know, body style and interior, you would assume it's a brand new vehicle because he took that good care of it. Outside of, you know what I mean, stereo being older, and that's one of the things that they wanted to replace. So I said, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I make my recommendations. You just said, hey, just let us know what it is that you recommend us going with. We'll get that. Let us know how much you charge to put it in. Bet. Do that. Just like I said, I'm not going to give you the whole spiel because I kind of went through this in previous videos. So, order the stereo, get the stereo in, hook the stereo up. Everything's working like it should. Turn the key on, stereo comes on. Turn the key off, stereo goes off like it should. Only thing I had an issue with was the backup camera. Wasn't working. Completely unhooked it, hooked it all back up. Still nothing. Try to get in touch with them. That is a whole situation, which again, I never had to deal with this situation with mine because I didn't have any issues, which I had seen people have issues with Phoenix Automotive and their customer service. Never had to deal with it. So, you know. But in having to deal with it, like, hey, you know, need somebody to fix my issue. Oh, somebody will call you. Like, bro, I'm hooking up a stereo. I don't have the time to wait on y'all to get back with me at your convenience. I don't have time to just sit around and wait for the next 4 or 5 hours for y'all to get back at me. You know what I mean? So eventually got a hold of somebody. They made an appointment to get me with a tech to figure out why the backup camera wasn't working. So gave me all that information. My bad, let me adjust. Gave me all that information on when they were supposed to get at me, all that other kind of stuff, when they were supposed to try to alleviate my backup camera issue. Like I said, completely unhooked it, hooked it back up. At this point, not getting any power anymore. So I have to send it back. So in the midst of me sending it back, no, well, let me rewind. They were supposed to call me between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you get a call, said, hey, you can, if you don't hear from us, whatever the case is, you can hit us up either on Google Duo, FaceTime, and these are the numbers that you can reach out to our techs on. So, again, didn't get a call, so said, hey, y'all didn't reach out to me, I'll reach out to you. Bet, no issue, as long as y'all get with me. So, tried Google Duo, nothing. Tried FaceTime, nothing. Tried calling, nothing. Tried texting, nothing. So called them again. Yeah, you know, tech is going to get with you. No, you're not going to say that to hurry up and rush me off for the phone, because they were supposed to call. Not only did they not call, they didn't answer the calls that I shot to them. So moving forward, hey, I'm just sending it back. Got the extra warranty. Just need y'all to exchange it. We'll go from there, hopefully, what y'all send me. Don't have an issue with. Send that back. Had to wait another week or so. Got the exchange in. All right, cool. Update, you know what I mean? Client or friend that we have, like, hey, it's on its way. It'll be here in X amount of days. Stereo came in, opened the box. Looked like somebody took it out of the box, held it up in the air, and released it and dropped it on the ground. So I'm like, hey, this is damaged. If I worked for y'all, I wouldn't send this out to somebody. So I'm trying to figure out why y'all would send this to me in this condition. Didn't even attempt to hook it up because it was damaged. When I spent the money that I spent, I didn't try to haggle and talk y'all down and say, hey, I don't want to pay full price. I want to pay $300 less than what you're charging. Didn't say that. Ordered the product that you guys have listed on your website. So I'm trying to figure out exactly why you would send me this piece of garbage. So had to call them again and say, bro, like, I'm pretty sure y'all seen this when you boxed it up. It's damaged. I'm not even going to attempt to put this in the car. I need you to send me another one. The lady then tells me, well, yeah, okay, well, when you send all the extra information and you email us, make sure that you request a brand new one. What? Like, so the fact that I didn't request a brand new one, that prompted you guys to send me a stereo that was damaged? Like, how much sense does that make, bro? Like, come on, man. So, continuing with the story. Send that one back. They send me another one. In contact with friend yet again. All right, cool. Should be here in X amount of time. Got that one. No damage. Again, you can tell that it was something that somebody, I guess, wasn't pleased with and sent back. Like, all right, whatever. Let's try this. So go out there, wire everything up. Cool. Backup camera's working. Everything else is working. Audio is working. Bluetooth. Appreciate that. Turn the key off. Didn't turn off. What is happening, people? Get in touch with customer service again. Like, bro, I'm still having issues. The unit won't turn off. Oh, well, did you try the... All right, well, I'm going to walk through all of these settings. Tried that didn't work. Tried this didn't work. Tried that. And keep in mind, I'm having to go back and forth between Edmond and Southwest Oklahoma City to try these remedies. So they give me 2 or 3 options. Go try those. Nope, didn't work. Go to work. Come back to Edmond. Okay, we'll try these through a few things. Okay, driving back to Southwest Oklahoma City. Try it again. Nothing. Oh, and then it's probably a software update, which could potentially be true, because an issue that I had when I ordered my stereo is, or when I initially ordered it and I initially hooked it up, it happened to me a few times to where when I put it in reverse and I hooked up my own aftermarket backup camera, because the model Durango that I have didn't come with a backup camera. So I bought my own backup camera, hooked up my own backup camera, and whenever I would put it into reverse, the backup camera stayed on. Said, oh, well, yeah, you know, we addressed that. It's a software update. Sent me the file. They walk you through the steps on how to download the file. It has to be at least a 16 gig thumb drive or more, 16 to 32 gig thumb drive. You download it. You don't extract it. You just download it. Make sure the file name is correct. You put it on the thumb drive. After you put it on the thumb drive, that's the only thing that needs to be on there. You plug it in. The system will automatically recognize it, and it will say, hey, recognize there's an update. Do you want to update? Hit yes. No problem. So I dealt with this update issue for at least a week and some change. Downloaded it. Tried several different thumb drive storage units. It wouldn't recognize them. So after going back and forth for about a week, bro, I think we've had enough. The stereo isn't cutting off. Kill these people's battery. We're stranded here and there. Like, okay, it's been way too many issues. Call them again. After calling, waiting on hold, talking to somebody. Okay, let me look this up. Place you on hold. After being hung up on 2 or 3 times, finally call back. Dude, don't transfer me anywhere else. This is my order number. This is what I've had to deal with. I just need a refund because I'm tired. The customer is tired. They don't want to be stranded. At this point, they're over the stereo. So, send it back. Now, this was, you see, today is Wednesday. I called on Monday. They received the unit back the previous Monday. So at this point, it had been a week. So I called them, said, hey, checking up on the refund. Called you guys. You sent me a label. I sent it back. You received it back last Monday. Again, I can understand the fact that it takes 3 or 4 days, or that's what they tell you. It takes 3 or 4 days to process it, for them to look at it, make sure everything is everything, which again, it didn't work. So I don't know what it is that you're checking, but it didn't work for me. So evidently you're just checking to make sure everything that you sent me is in the box. I get that. But bro, it's been 7 days since you received this back. What is the problem? Oh, well, let me put in a request. It can take up to 3 to 7 days. No, it's already been 7 days, bro. Don't tell me it's going. And why should I have to call you to remind you to issue the refund that you should have issued when I sent this back? And then I have to call and remind you to issue a refund? Like I said, it already been 7 days, and then I had to wait like another 2 or 3 days, which I just got the email yesterday that they issued the refund. So I'm still waiting on that to post, which hopefully it'll post today. We'll see. So after having to deal with that, I still didn't get full refund. It said a partial refund. So I go on there and I look at it. So if you purchase anything extra, you don't get that money back. If you get any add-ons, you don't get that money back. I purchased an extended warranty, which the lady told me, well, yeah, you'll get that back. And no, you don't get that back. So I looked at it. At first, I'm like, okay, well, unit that we bought was 800 and some change. The refund that they sent was 700 and some change. Okay, why exactly am I not getting back what it is that I paid? So I had to do a little bit of research because I was about to call these people and go hard in the paint. Entered in, went through the whole process again of trying to see what the cart would look like if I checked out again, put in their discount code. I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's the difference. So in a nutshell, got a refund back. And the only thing I got a refund back for was the stereo itself. So not only am I taking a loss in time of going back and forth, which again, doing this for a friend, so I don't, you know what I mean? It's no big deal. But I told him, okay, well, we're gonna get y'all a refund, what it is that y'all paid for. So not only am I out of pocket, time that I spent, gas that I burned, but also having to refund what it is that I charged to install the stereo, on top of having to come out of pocket the stuff that they decided not to refund me for. So as much as I want to put another one of these stereos into my wife's car, because they make one for her Maxima, which is 2016 Maxima, all the bells and whistles, all that other good stuff, which again, I'm not down on the stereo, because again, you may run into issues, may run into problems, what have you. But at this point, I would not recommend Phoenix Automotive to buy this stereo from. So if you're watching this video, I would check elsewhere to get the stereo. Maybe they have better customer service in dealing with their customers, because customer service at Phoenix Automotive is garbage. I hope y'all are watching. Garbage. So still may get one of these stereos from a different site. Hopefully there's a better experience. I hadn't got one just as of yet for my wife's car, just based on the simple fact of she was looking at getting a bigger car, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to drop this in here, and we're not going to keep this car long term, which I think we're at that point where we're thinking about keeping the car now. So there's that. But I may go with somebody else. At the top of my head, I know there are a couple different sites. The main one that comes to mind is Rhino Radio. Their prices are a little bit better. Hopefully their customer service is way better. But bro, y'all have got to get it together. I know there are several people who have asked me questions, seems like almost on a daily basis, about the stereos from Phoenix Automotive, because I've sent nothing but referrals to Phoenix Automotive because of all of the videos that I've made, the comments that I've gotten, the views that I've gotten. Like one of my videos doing a follow-up of the different features and all that, like I have almost 25,000 views on just one video of one of my follow-ups. So like, bro, all the people that have watched, people that have subscribed, people that have shared, if you're thinking about getting one, I wouldn't recommend getting one through Phoenix Automotive. You may order one and you may not run into any of the issues that I ran into. Like say with mine, I've only had the one issue. But this is my rant, bro, because that makes no sense. Had to send I went through 3 different units on top of, I had to call you to remind you to issue my refund. I don't understand. I really don't. But this is just a follow-up for that whole situation, because bro, there are, like I said, literally hundreds of comments that I get and feedback, whether it be on YouTube, people that have hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. Man, I appreciate y'all, and that's why I try to make these videos giving y'all the information, so therefore before you go and pull the trigger, you have all of the information. Crazy. But yeah, so that's that. Sent that back. Hopefully I'll have that refund deposited so I can give them their money back, and then figure out where we go from here. If they decide to go with a different company and try to get the same kind of stereo, if they just go with a different stereo, go with a Pioneer, Kenwood, something like that, something more reputable, to where there's a whole lot less room for there to be errors of the stereo not working the way that it's supposed to. But stay tuned to the channel, man. Got plenty of content on the way. Building the Corvette, I have some things in mind to get situated with the Durango. Some things I have to replace, like my underglow and a couple other things, which again, I got the underglow off of Amazon. It's pretty cheap. It lasted for a nice little while, but now when I turn it on, there is no functionality on, what's this, the driver's side. So the front and the back and the passenger side still work, but the driver's side doesn't. So I have to pull all of that and redo all of that good stuff. So there's that. So y'all stay tuned to the channel, man. Continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Excuse me. Stay tuned. Till next video, man. Peace.